Hi everyone, Alan Matte Pack. Today we're going to do this little KA in just a bog standard matte blue. So we're going to go show you the primer coat. We'll lay that down first, and then we're going to get the clear with the blue drop in, mixing that, then we're going to throw the blue on. We're going to go through that process. Nice, simple, little quick one. Okay, so the first step is going to be the grey. This is an empty one, we've already used this. It's just a nice grey primer colour. Basically, if you're going to go from dark to light, you need something like this. But we can use this over underneath anything, under blacks, under greys, yellows, everything, because it will even the whole car out. So if you've got any repairs, let's say there's a primer attached there, or you've got some odd coloured panels, anything like that. If you were just to straight hit that with yellow, for instance, you would see a darker yellow here than you would here if the panels are a different colour, which looks shite. So you hit it with this grey primer coat, the whole car, you get one nice smooth even colour, and then the next colour you want to finish with comes out much better. You end up using less product, a cheaper product, and you get a much better job. So it's a win-win all the way around. Now for this video, we're going to use the TSS ProHse. Fantastic gun. We've had nothing but praise for this. You look at all the YouTube videos over in America and everything, everyone uses it. It works for absolutely every liquid wrap out there, and everyone seems to recommend it. We've tried it, we love it, so that's what we're going to use as well. Okay, so we've got the first coat on. Remember, the first coat is always a very light dust coat. If you're getting full colour coverage on your first coat, now I know this FullDip covers really well, miles better than any of the others, but if you can see full coverage, you've gone too heavy. All we're trying to do is just get a nice, as you can see, all line, patchy, looks horrible. But on our next coat, or the third coat, we're going to get full coverage, and that's it. That's what we're aiming at. Okay, so you can see the second coat going on, really on the front, just going down the side now. This is a little bit slower because we're actually trying to add some product. The first coat, as I was saying earlier, is just a really light dust coat. It's like a grip coat, so it really sticks to the car, and then subsequent coats have got something to grip to. If you go too heavy too fast, you just start getting runs and everything like that. So nice light coat to start with, then this is a nice second coat. Not quite got 100% coverage yet, but we're not after that till about the third coat anyway. So second coat's dried, or pretty much dried, as you can see. This is the third coat going on, just to top it up really. But as you can see, we've got a lovely base to work from now. The whole car is a nice smooth grey, in any colour will go over that, be it yellow, reds or whatever.
So here we go, making our blue. So we've got the blue, just a full dip drop in blue, and there's the metalizer, which makes it a metallic. Give both of them a good shake. We've already done that. Crack the lid off the clear. That will be fine because they sit around a while. They will settle a bit. So the rubber and stuff is all down the bottom. So give it a good mix to start with. The longer you spend mixing it, the better blend it is. Just don't whip it up too mad and get a ton of air in it. Just let it settle a bit afterwards. So first of all, we've got the blue. Let's give it a good shake. Chuck it all in. Give that a good mix. Next, the metalizer. This is what gives it the metallic effect. Now what you will notice is these are designed for a 4 litre or basically a gallon of plastic dip. One drop in per 4 litre. So you chuck all the blue in, chuck all this metallic in, and you've got a metallic blue. And what you find, because you're adding a metallic flake, it will lighten it a little bit. So you can put just half a pot of the metalizer if you want. You will lose a lot of the metallic flake, but you won't turn it so light. But for this instance, we're using the whole tub because it's a really nice colour anyway. Again, give it a good mix. That's it, it's ready for use then. That's it, we're just chucking the blue on. As you can see, we're not going mental heavy. We're not expecting the complete colour to be in the first coat. Just build it up. That's what we're interested in. As you can see with the full dip, the coverage is awesome on it, and the gun, lovely wide fan, superb. So we're just going to do about 3 coats of this blue. Don't forget to get right underneath along the seals. I mean, when we do cars, we jack them up in the air and put them on axle stands so they're up in the air. I normally take the wheels off, but we didn't on this one because it's not really a fast car or anything, so there's a huge gap between the tyres and the wheel arches. But by jacking it up on axle stands gives you 2 benefits. Firstly, you can get underneath the seals. Now the weak spot on these, because of all the spray and the rain and the puddles and mud and crap that flicks up off the tyres hits the seals, they're normally the bits that get damaged and peel and whatnot. But if you jack it up, you can get right under there, give it a good coat every time you do it, a nice wet coat, and then it's got a nice coating of thick rubber. Also, the wheels then hang down and you can get in the arches a bit better. Now, like I said, I normally take the wheels off to get in there properly, but this car's just a little thing and there's a huge gap. This is the second coat of blue going on. Again, walk the whole distance of the car, nice even passes. It's pretty much the colour now. this is it. This is our third and final coat going on. Nice and wet one. You can see this will all level out. Superb. No texture or anything like that. Does look a bit cloudy in here, but the extraction is just to the right of the camera, so everything that's getting sprayed is getting pulled over pretty much towards the camera, which makes the room look cloudier than it actually is. So it's not as bad as you think it is. That's it, there we go, finished product. So overall we used about 2 litres of the primer grey base, and we used about 2.5 litres of metallic blue. So in reality, a tub of the primer and a tub of the metallic blue, and you could do this car twice, almost. So, you know, it's cost like 100 quid to do this car. Looks great, dead smooth, nice metallic finish, a matte finish this time. There you go. We'll see you in the next video. Ta-da.